comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Eagles and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First is a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Steelers' new punter for 2024, Corliss Wademan on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Virgil, 27 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10. He was covered by Dante Jackson. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Fields. He's going to let it go again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the interception there. I imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You talk about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason,
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Davis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A handoff for Warren. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Virgil with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steelers ready for their next possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now third down and very long. Now it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Agnew now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And with this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Fields. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Virgil
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson.
He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams.
Now they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
3rd and 2.
Here's Wilson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. The quick slant caught. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They go play action with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Now Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's Fields. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Virgil on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right? Robert Woods! Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Fields.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second and long. Wilson under pressure. They got him again. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Elliott good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Got his man, it's Warren.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15.
They're trying to touch hold the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Fields on the sneak,
and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Open man, that's Renfro.
Still going inside the 20.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hunter Renfro, 71 yards.
And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back.
Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. To throw is Fields.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for the Eagles.
Here we go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. That's multiple defenders getting pressured, and it's a loss of 6. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. The Eagles offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd down and goal. Fields. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley. 68 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting... The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Fields going to change things up here.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Eagles stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Williams brings it in. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Mike Williams.
48 yards.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the side?
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott good with a PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And he's going to go down again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep. And got his man complete. Look at the big fella go, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. Everything from both sides, visited every frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player on the offensive side of the ball. Those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Eagles, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12.